With year-round warm weather and diverse destinations ranging from metropolitan Mexico City to the sands of Tulum, Mexico boasts vacation spots that appeal to all sorts of visitors. To help you determine which locale is best for you, Travel Agent compiled this list of the best places to visit in Mexico by factoring in cultural attractions, food options, beaches, and nightlife, along with traveler votes and expert opinions. So make yourself a tea and let's get started. Number 10. Chapultepec Palace. It is deservedly considered the most famous in all of North America, and it is known for being the former residence of governors, presidents of the country, and emperors. The initiator of its foundation was the former King Bernard de Galvez. During the construction process, it became clear that the state did not have enough funds, and it was decided to sell the castle under the hammer. The result was achieved in 1806. The buyer was the administration of Mexico City. When the building was completed, it housed a military academy. Nowadays, excursions are held there. They are organized every day. According to reviews, they are not tiring. Number 9. Copper Canyon. We are talking about a Mexican national park, which is often compared to the Grand Canyon in the United States. It's really worth getting there because it amazes with deep, dangerous gorges in the middle of the hot desert and picturesque rivers. It is interesting to know that the canyon got its name because its slopes were overgrown with greenish moss, which the Spaniards at one time mistook for copper. The description says that at the tops and bottom of a narrow valley, the air temperature varies due to large differences in altitude. This area is home to a third of all mammals in Mexico, as well as many birds, and there are also plenty of plants here. Number 8. Acapulco. This is the name of one of the country's port cities, which has become famous far beyond its borders due to the presence of picturesque bays and an abundance of ancient attractions. A trip there promises to be interesting because the locality is rich in places for entertainment, such as clubs and bars. Acapulco is located in the southeast of the country, namely in a bay with the same name, stretching along the Pacific coast. What to see in Mexico, namely in Acapulco. The Historical Museum and Papagayo Park deserve attention. If you are traveling with children, then you should visit the Acapulco Magico Water Park. Number 7. Xcaret Park translated, the name of the park area means small bay, which perfectly describes the place. It is located on the Caribbean coast of the country. The official description says that once upon a time, an architect acquired land on which he wanted to build a house for his family. In the process of its preparation, failures were discovered. It was established that they were formed due to the collapse of the arches of limestone caves. The presence of underground rivers was also noted. After thinking a little, the architect and his friends decided not to build a house, but to open a park. Today, there are monuments of ancient culture and magnificent beaches there. A special feature is the tropical nature, animals living practically in the wild. Keep in mind that bright evening performances with the participation of professional artists are often organized in the park. They are dedicated to historical themes. Number 6. Palenque. Don't know what to see in Mexico in one day? We present to your attention the largest ruins of one of the most ancient cities. They are located in the northeast of the state of Chiapas. These are hundreds of buildings located on a total area of 15 square kilometers. To date, only part of it has been possible to study and restore in as much detail as possible. There is also modern Palenque. It is located a few kilometers to the east. The history and culture of this place are very interesting. Guides in Mexico know a lot about this. It's worth using their services. Number 5. Mayan city of Tulum. This point was also once inhabited by the ancient Mayans, and it was built in the pre-Columbian era. Along the entire coastline, this city is considered to be well preserved. Travelers from America and England were the first to tell about it, which happened in 1843. A little later, research was carried out, during which it was possible to determine the approximate date of the city's foundation. By the end of the 16th century, it gradually became empty and was completely abandoned by its inhabitants. Now the city is open to guests of the country. It is included in the list of the best attractions. Number 4, Cave of Giant Crystals. This landmark of Mexico is of natural origin. Without exaggeration, we can say that it is unique. It is an interweaving of huge transparent selenite crystals, and they reach simply incredibly huge sizes. There is no doubt about the beauty and uniqueness of the cave, and it was discovered in 2000 during the study of a new drained passage. Research has shown that selenite crystals began to form 500,000 years ago. Number 3, Cancun, what to visit in Mexico. Of course, an ideal resort with snow-white beaches, turquoise water, palm trees with emerald tops. By the way, from the airplane window, Cancun looks like a 7, a kind of squiggle. At the resort, you can not only sunbathe on the beach, but also fish, shop, dive, and also spend quality time in spa salons. Tourists can enjoy walks through the jungle, swimming with turtles, and much more. Number 2, Xplor Amusement Park. Do you like active recreation and extreme sports? Prefer not to sit still? Then Xplor will be the perfect place to have a great time. What to see in Mexico, namely in an amusement park? There you don't have to look, but do it. Fly on a bungee, swim in an underground river, ride a jeep through caves. This is not a complete list of extreme entertainment. While relaxing, you can still enjoy real Mexican cuisine. You can get to your destination from any hotel in the coastal tourist area of the Riviera Maya. Number 1, House Museum of Leon Trotsky. At one time, it was the refuge of a revolutionary figure of the 20th century. He was also the leader of the Red Army and a political figure. There he spent the last months of his life. The official opening of the museum took place in 1990, and now there is also a public library there. The politician's personal belongings were kept intact, including the chicken coop in which Trotsky raised poultry. It's worth paying attention to the wall with bullet marks left after the first unsuccessful attempt on Lev's life. The revolutionary and his wife are buried in the courtyard, which now looks like a garden.